This is Little Caesar's Pizza. How can I help you?
He went downstairs, came back upstairs with the pizza and was standing with the pizza box and was staring at me. And he handed me a flyer. And on the flyer was a picture of me and it said missing. Turned to me, he was like, I have to get rid of you tonight.
A young girl was abducted from her home after school. Police have no leads in the disappearance of 9-year-old Jeanette Tamayo.
My fear turned into courage. And I told myself, I'm a fighter. I'm gonna make it. And when he was asking me questions, he was kind of peeking inside, trying to see who was in there. And that started making me feel really uncomfortable, and I started slowly closing the sliding door. I got scared because I felt a really bad vibe from him. And he put his hand in the way, slid it open, grabbed me, and took me to my brother's room. He threw me on the bed and took off my pants. My brother crawled under the garage. When it opened a few inches, the first thing I told him was to run. I remember hearing my mom screaming, and it went quiet. I couldn't hear much after that. And I see the man rush back into the garage and into the car. And when I seen blood on his face, I was like, did you kill them? And he just started laughing, and I just started to cry. I was like, I didn't know if he had killed them. I didn't know, like, if they were there anymore, if he had killed them. And I was just thinking with the blood on his face that they were gone. My family was gone. I just remember sliding down and laying there and looking up at the ceiling of the car and just thinking to myself, I'm not gonna make it. I'm gonna die.
You are a mother. I don't care what happened to you, you thinking and your kids, but I don't can do anything. I don't can do anything. I don't protect my kids.
One of the first things that I did notice in the garage was a lot of blood. I knew at that point this was a very violent crime. You start thinking, are we gonna bring her home alive? It's heartbreaking. You have the evidence right there, it's so close, and yet you need just a little bit clearer video. It puts 1,000 more sets of eyes out on the street. And we knew it was extremely important to push the information out to the public, give them a picture of Jeanette, make sure that flyers were flooded throughout the city.
Like I started to break down and cry, and that was my only safe place was the shower, because every time he left me in the shower was when he didn't touch me, he wouldn't hurt me, or he wouldn't rape me. In the morning, he was watching the news again. My cousin was talking to me through the news. She was saying, Jeanette, if you can hear us, just know that. Be strong, girl. We're looking for you. She was like, just don't give up. That gave me hope. That gave me the strength. Either I'm going to fight to get out of here or die trying. Because my life was at risk, I said to myself, I have to have a conversation with him so he gains my trust. So I remember asking him, where are you from? I remember feeling with my fingers a little button and like a latch. I realized that if I moved the latch one way and pressed that button, the handcuffs would release. My brother and I would always watch CSI, Law and Order, and the detectives on the shows would always look for clues. I jumped back on the bed, put the handcuffs on, and once he walked through the door, he just looked at me, and in my mind I was hoping, please don't touch me, because I had things on me that I was afraid that he might find.
I feel very, very, very sad because you're scared. My daughter, she's a little kid. She had only 10 years. I asked the police what happened with my daughter. When my daughter came by, say, maybe never. I'm screaming a lot. My daughter I don't see for 3 days. I don't feel comfortable because I don't protect her. I don't protect her. I don't feel good.
My befriending was working. He asked me, "Are you hungry?" And I looked at him and I said, "Yeah." He gave me his cell phone. He had a cell phone with him, and he made me call for pizza. He gave me the phone number of the cell phone that he had, and I gave it to the man. The man on the other side of the phone said, "Can I get your address?" He told me the address. As soon as 5 seconds later, after I got some air, he pulled the pillow off and he asked me, "Do you want to take a shower?" We were sitting in the room for a while, and afterwards, when he heard that it was all quiet, that's when he took me downstairs into the garage. It was all dark. I remember just crying to myself and just saying, I did the best I could. I was just preparing myself for my own death. The car had stopped, and as soon as he stopped the car, he grabbed me by my hair When I looked around, I was like, where are we? And he was like, I'm letting you go. And when he grabbed me by the back of my head, by my hair, he pulled me towards him. He was like, if you ever tell anybody what I did or who I am or anything about me, I will come back for you and I will kill your family and I will kill you too. I was just all kinds of emotions in one, and I remember the gentleman that was behind the counter looking at me and asking me, are you okay? And then he said, you're the little girl from TV.
She said, let me use the phone. I said, okay, here's the phone. When she started dialing the phone, she was panicking, scared. She didn't know how to dial the number.
I walked up to her and I said, hello, Jeanette, my name's Heather and I'm here to help you. And before I really said anything else, she let me know that she had some evidence in her pocket. I asked her, do you think you can find his house? She said, I think I can. And she said that she could direct us by saying right or left, right or left.
I felt brave. I think that's why I stood up in the back of the car and started yelling and saying, that's it.
Our SWAT team then put a plan in place to go and take him into custody. They had a layout of the home from Jeanette, and they went in and were able to determine that he was hiding up in the attic.
Police say they know little about the background of the suspect. He was arrested at this house early yesterday morning. The district attorney's office filed 9 felony charges against Alvarez, including sexual assault, burglary, forcible lewd acts, rape, battery, and a special circumstance.
I remember them taking me to the hospital, running tests on me. I remember opening the door and seeing my mom. And her face was so bad. Like, she didn't even look like my mom.
I think she touched my mom's face. She said, you're hurt. You know, she was so brave. She didn't care about herself. She was worried about us.
You're everything to me, you and Paul were.
Yeah, very happy because I know my dad. For example, it's when she born, second time for me.
It's so good to see you. I never really got the chance to come back and tell you guys thank you for everything that you did. I really appreciate it.
You're strong, you're smart,
What happened was you were amazing. You were brave, and that's why you're here today.
Everybody has a story, and no matter what life throws at us, no matter what obstacles, we're all fighters. And we all have the ability to keep going. I turned my fear into courage. I got my family back.